Yeah, he's a tremendous player. He's developed into one of the nation's top linebackers. Growing up, he was a Mill Creek kid that played several different positions of skill: running back, safety. We knew his body was going to grow into a longer 6'4", so we moved him to outside linebacker. And there was a transition phase; he'd never played it before, so he took that on into sophomore year. Going to junior year, had a tremendous junior year, and that's where you're seeing he had 50, 60 offers after his junior year, and now he's going to his dream school.
Just going to my first practice at 6 years old, I just always knew it would be something that I would fall into. And then playing throughout the years, I always knew I would be a good football player. Obviously, I just love winning. First off, you gotta have that competitive spirit, but also just being able to go out there and release any anger you have out or just do anything.
I'm seeing him out here play ninth grade. He was dominant. All right, his athleticism, his ball, he could catch the ball. He can run it down. He had speed. It was a definite blend of a great what we could see as talent. But we saw how he could sit there and take over a game.
I remember first starting out when they told me we're changing you to linebacker, I kind of laughed at it. I never really saw myself as a linebacker. I know my dad told me it would be a good idea, but I didn't even believe him, being honest. I always thought it was going to be a struggle, but I just trusted in the process and trusted in what my coaches knew. Obviously, they've been on this earth way longer than me, so I trusted in them, and it turned out perfect. So just growing up in locker rooms, obviously seeing my dad be in them. I'll be heading to Clemson next year in a new locker room, meeting new people, and then hopefully I'll be in the next level with a new team in a different locker room, just like my dad was in the NFL. Definitely just being around my dad, I've always envisioned myself of being better than him, and I always challenge myself every day to make sure that I'm on that same path to be the best at what I do. He has a lot of inside information about the system, not only from high school, college, but also the NFL standpoint. He could teach me a lot of things from a young age, tell me about some lies schools might say to you or things coaches will say to you, just to try to get you to go one way or another, but to just keep your head on straight.
So he taught you a lot?
Yeah, for sure.
Did he teach the dirty work?
Yeah. Actually, I would say I taught myself. Just from watching it, I would say I just know it, but he definitely critiqued it a little.
How do you feel about doing the dirty work?
I mean, I definitely think if I get in the end zone this year, I'll do it, for sure.
Very good student in the classroom. He's planning on graduating early this semester so he can go ahead and enroll in Clemson in January. So he's been on top of his academics. And our rigor here in Gwinnett County and Mill Creek High School is not the easiest. Graduating early allows them to be in the system, right? As far as the college system, a little earlier to be exposed, allows them to have a spring, right? And a whole semester of being in the strength conditioning. So go ahead and get a start on their academics. But probably the most part is allowing them to have that spring and summer going into their freshman year where they're ahead of the curve, so to speak, of knowing the different terminology that they have. For this example, be Clemson, being able to absorb it and go through a spring to maybe get them on the field quicker.
Going to Clemson, I'm definitely looking forward to getting a good education and being in a great program. Obviously, them winning 2 national championships in the past decade and being able to develop me not only as a player but as a person. So just being developed as a man and getting relationships with people such as Coach Sweeney and Coach Goodwin, the defensive coordinator there. Obviously, he'll put me in a great program that'll help me be successful and hopefully get me to the NFL.